Hey, this is Anthony from A.W.O Comics, and I got my main man Owen here with me. And it's that time again. We're going to show off our latest comic haul, but a little something different this time. We've got a comic haul that you will not believe. It's 502 comics, and there is not one comic in here that's had a lot of tender loving care. We call this the non-TLC comic haul. Whoever had this collection must have read it. It's 2 long boxes, and this was more like a comic rescue than a comic purchase, because we got these comics, and the guy that got them, I don't think he was going to had them. I don't think he was going to do anything with them. So we're going to see, if we can figure out what's in these boxes. It may be a little cringe-worthy when we pull out some of these keys and they're not in real good shape. I saw one pretty good one in there when I flipped through it, but that's the only thing I have seen. I don't really know what else is in the comic haul, so you're going to see it as I see it, okay? And also, our comic giveaway is going to be this video right here. You need to comment on this video to be entered into our next giveaway, and you have a chance to win one of these 2 books right here. You got a Marvel Team Up number 7, Spider-Man and Thor, great Gil Kane cover, Ross Andrew pencils on the inside, or a second run Spider-Man Todd McFarlane series right here with the number 1 issue, Todd McFarlane variant cover. Great book. Both these books are great. You can't go wrong with what you choose. But to get in the chance to choose one and win, you got to comment on this video. So we hope you comment. Now, Owen, what do they got to do to win one of these books? What they got to do? They got to comment, right?
I have the Spider-Man right here.
Yep.
Marvel Team Up.
Marvel Team Up right there. That's right. And what you got to do to win? Comment, right?
Comment.
Comment. That's right. All right. So we'll be back right after this with our comic haul. Owen, tell them bye.
Bye.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
See ya. Hey.
Hey folks, we're back here at A.W.O Comics, and it's a nice rainy Friday night. It's a good time to be doing this. We've got the rain rocking outside, as you can see. But I want to show you kind of what we're looking at right here. This is what we're looking at, folks. These are 2 long boxes of comics, okay? And there is a wide diversity of stuff in there. And we're just going to start going through this box right here, and we'll see what's in there. Maybe there might be some good stuff. Probably going to be in rough condition, so prepare yourselves, because it's just the way it is sometimes. Some people just don't take care of their stuff. But we're going to rebag and board anything that looks worthy of bagging and boarding. Stuff that I know, and if you happen to see something that I missed, because trust me, I do not know every key, please let me know, okay? So this first one, the first book that you probably have already seen, this is a Wolverine encyclopedia. It's in the bag backwards. This was not in real bad shape. It's volume 1. I have no idea about this book. If you have any information on it, please let me know, and we'll get it, and we're probably going to bag this one anyway. So stuff that I'm putting in a bag, I'm going to set here beside me, and stuff that I'm going to throw out, I'm just going to stick in a chair out here, and if my stacks get too big, then we'll do something different. All right. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a different type of Wolverine run, and here's the start of what's kind of condition you don't see some of these. This isn't even bagged. Wolverine, Marvel Comics Presents, 39. You see all the creasing, spine roll on a lot of these books. This has a Spider-Man story in it as well, I think, and Wonder Man. The book looks complete, and the pages are fairly white, but it's definitely in rough condition. That is reader condition, reader copy right there. Do not think that's a key, but like I said, I don't know all these. If you see something, let me know. Here's a Wolverine 51. This one's not in too bad a shape. It's definitely not. You're not going to see any nines in this book, in this collection, I don't think. You know, there may be some that are mid-grade. There's definitely going to be a lot of low grades, but that's just kind of the way it goes. But this one, number 51, Wolverine, not in too bad shape. I'm going to keep it out. This next one is a What If, featuring Wolverine. This one's in really rough shape. We've got detached cover on it down here. What if Wolverine had been Lord of the Vampires during Inferno? And I'm going to say something else about these comics. This lets me know this guy was a reader. He didn't go to comic shops and stuff. 90% of the comics in this collection you're going to see right here, newsstand. Okay, that is one thing that I have noticed on some of these books, is that they are newsstand. This one's really rough. You see the back of it. We've got rips here, here. Cover's detached. I don't think it's anything major, so I'm not cringing out too bad on it, but still hard to see books in that kind of condition. No TLC for sure on some of these books. Here's a Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine number 58 with the Incredible Hulk. We've got cover bend down here, spine roll on this one, spine ticks all up and down. Now this one has a Werewolf by Night, I believe, in it. Right here, yeah. Werewolf by Night faces off against Jack Russell. Might be a keeper just because it's got Werewolf by Night. I like Werewolf by Night. I like to collect Werewolf by Night, so I'll put it in my reader copies. Here's one that's not in too bad a shape. It's got, well, no, it's got cover split in it. This is a Wolverine number 38. I think I've got this book in a much better shape. This one's got spine split on it. Death in Venice. Great cover there. It's just not in real good shape. Rough book. Let's look at it. Backside. Got some small creases on it. I think the books, all these books seem to be complete now. There are some that the pages are pretty white, which is probably because these are mainly going to be late 80s, early 90s books, so they're not as old as what you'd see Bronze Aging. But now here's one that's not in too bad a shape, and I know I have this book, or I used to have it. I don't know if I still have it. It's Wolverine number 36. It's got a little bit of problem there, but and some spine ticks. All these books are going to have spine ticks because they're just, a lot of them weren't even kept in bags, but this one's not too bad. Stick it in a bag. Here is a Wolverine Marvel Comics Presents 91, ripped here, and we got a rip here too. 91. This one actually has a double cover. Ghost Rider and Cable on the backside. Got a little fold here. Backside cover looks a little better. Don't know if that's a key or not. You can let me know if I missed anything. Here's one that's in rough shape. Number 18, Wolverine 18, Rough House. Just really rough. Got some staining on it. Rip here. Attached cover. Looks like it's got double staples down here. I guess somebody tried to staple it back together. There's no staple in the top. 2 staples down here. Looks like they stapled the whole back side right here. There's a couple of staples right here. It's crazy. Yep, put extra staples in it. Somebody stapled this up through here. So, not a very good copy there. Here's one, Wolverine number 48. A little better copy. It's got spine splitting on it. Seems like all these Wolverines had some spine splitting right here. I think whoever had these must have tried to staple some of them. I like that cover though. Wolverine 48. And then looks like we're going into some Iron Man right here. This is the actual 30th anniversary edition. Half in and out of the bag. I'm just going to take it out of the bag. This is not in too bad a shape. Number 290, 30th anniversary issue, newsstand, turn of Tony Stark. Iron Man 290. Nice little book. We'll rebag and board that one. We've got some Iron Man here. Here's going back into the roughness. This one, no bag and board. 257 Samurai steel. Got a little crease right here or a fold here. The cover's detached. Both staples pulling through. Creased here. Backside also rough. Just a very, very rough copy. Here is a What If Iron Man Lost the Armor Wars. This one's not in too bad a shape. It's readable. It's got some folds down here. It was not in a bag. But I've seen a lot worse in this collection. Back looks decent. And would probably grade maybe a 5. Maybe. We'll rebag it. We can probably press some of those out. This one's not in too bad a shape either. This is Iron Man number, what's the number on this one? Number 320. Issue number is right here. It's weird. Newsstand copy, $1.50. It's in pretty good shape. Got some spine ticks. Like I said, every one of these is going to have spine ticks. Even the good ones are probably going to have spine ticks. But that's not a bad copy. We'll rebag and board it. We'll rescue it. Now we're going into New Warriors. The New Warriors. I don't know if we got any New Warriors fans out there. This one right here, I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of the bag. This is the kind of bag it was in. Was not sealed up. Was put in from the bottom. This one's pretty rough. Number 6. Looks like it was bent right here. Staples here. It's got spine row. It's just a really rough copy. It looks complete though, but we will probably put it in the other stack. Here's one that's a New Warriors. I'm going to take it out of the bag. Well, this one doesn't look too bad. This is a number 25, giant size 25th anniversary issue. This one's actually in pretty good shape, believe it or not. New Warriors number 25. Anybody know anything about these books? Because I sure don't. I do not collect New Warriors, but I'm sure there's some people out there that can tell me some stuff. We will keep it in the bag and board pile. Here's one. This one's not in bad shape. It's not perfect, but it's New Warriors number 12. A mid-grade. Looks like it's got some. Yeah, whoever put these in bags, they put them in upside down, as you can see, on the bottom. And they didn't seal them. Like they just stuck them in there. So then you get this right here, which is just rough. So there's a little bit of spine roll on this, but I'm gonna keep this one out. I think it'll present better with a new bag and board. Here's New Warriors number 24. Not too bad a shape for a black cover. This one's in one of the better ones. We'll keep it out. And here is a New Warriors number 17. This one's a little rougher. Got some staining here. Spine row, spine ticks. So we'll, if anybody knows if this is a key or something, let me know. I'm gonna put it in the rough stack and we'll pull it out of that if we find out it's a key later or something. This book wouldn't be too bad, but the staples are pulling through on the cover. This is New Warriors number 15. Staples are coming through right here. Again, use stand copy. And I'm gonna try to make this video not too long. We may have to cut this off. We'll go maybe 25, 30 minutes, as long as you guys are enjoying it. We'll see what's in here. You're seeing it with me for the first time right now. This was not too bad. It's got a little bit of spine roll, not too bad. It's New Warriors 14. So it's kind of like every other one. It's got Dark Hawk and Namer. Like every other one's fairly decent now. We're gonna put that in the keep stack. And then we've got New Warriors number 16 in a bag. And it's rough. I can already tell you. Cover is bent. Spine row back cover is folded. You can see right here, maybe with a press, you get that out. But I don't think this book is press worthy. Staple is about pulled through right here. So we're gonna put this in our rough stack. We'll have a rough stack and a keeper stack. There's another one. It's a little better copy, number 20. Hey, this is the most shocking story you will read all year, this year. So, I mean, it's got to be worth something, right? New Warriors number 20, the Fury of Marvel Boy. This one's not in too bad shape. We'll put it in the rebag and board stack. And now we're getting into some Dark Code books. Nothing about the Dark Code books. Or Dark Hawk, I'm sorry, Dark Hawk. I don't know anything about Dark Hawk. But this first one, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the bag. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's actually taped, believe it or not. So it has retained a little bit of let me get this out of the way. Let's get theirs. Retained a little bit of goodness. Dark Hawk, got a little cover fold right here. We'll fold that back out. Yes, starring Tombstone. He's not going anywhere without the amulet. Dark Hawk number 11. Heart of the Hawk, part 2 of 6. We'll rebag and board that. Then we're gonna have to get some more bags and boards. This is a pretty good collection. And there's a Dark Hawk number 12. This one's a little bit rougher. Again, guest starring Tombstone. Heart of the Hawk, number 12. It's not too bad. We'll put it in the keeper stack for right now. It does have some staples about to pull through on it. Then we'll just put it in the rough stack. It's a bit too rough. I'll rebag it, place the bag and board on. Here's another one. This one was in a bag and board. It's not too bad. Dark Hawk number 8. DH's greatest challenger name is Lodestone. I'll put this in the bag and board stack. Here's a pretty cool one right here. And this is probably the most favorite one I've seen so far because I'm a big Spider-Man fan, as people know. And this is Dark Hawk number 3, and it looks complete, and it's not in too bad a shape. Yes, starring Spider-Man showdown with the Hobgoblin. So it's not too bad. We will definitely keep that one, rebag and board it. And we've got another one here, rough. This was rough. I'm not even gonna. Well, that's the Dark Hawk number 1, and it's in rough shape, of course. But you see all the spine problems here. Fantastic first issue, although this one is not too fantastic. That's a little disappointing. I'm not cringing too bad yet, but that one hurts. I don't lie. Hate to see those number 1 issues in that kind of condition. There's another number 9. This has got the Punisher on the cover. It's got spine roll, spine ticks. Looks like it's complete, but it does have a pretty good roll right there. Might could be fixed with a press, but again, I don't even know if that's worth pressing or not. don't know anything about these books. We're gonna put it in a rough stack for right now. There's one, and this one is not in too bad a shape. Number 17. In Your Face Hawk, Dark Hawk, number 17. And number 4. And this one's not in too bad a shape. I'm gonna pull it out of this bag. This one was sealed. What's funny is that number 1 was sealed, but he must have read it a lot because it looked like it had a lot of reader wear with it. This one sealed. It's in a little better shape. Not too bad. I'll keep it out. And he had a big run of Dark Hawk. There's number 7. Again, not in too bad a shape. It's sealed up in a bag, upside down. And I'll show you these. We're going to start pulling them out. This was a little rougher. When you see it right here, you can see it's got some, as you can see, it's rough. Don't present too bad when you hold it straight up, but when you gloss on it, you can see how rough that cover is. We'll put it in a rebag though for right now. Here's 2 stuck together. Interesting. This is the last Dark Hawk right here. And this is number 2. And it's pretty rough as well. Detached cover. Or about to be detached. Not completely detached, but there's one staple pulled through on the top. Put it in a rough stack. And then we've got an X-Force that came out with that one a while ago, and it has a half a cover on it. You can see this one right here. Comic's in pretty good shape, but the cover is not. X-Force number 6. Definitely put that in our rough file. I think I'll have that book in a really high grade. I'm getting into some X-Force now. Some of these are not too bad, believe it or not. Here's number 7. It's in pretty good shape. I have just about every one of these X-Forces. And number 12. Got a bent corner down here, but other than that, it's not bad. This is a A.W.O cover right here. I think this might be the 3rd appearance of A.W.O. Domino revealed, and it's actually in pretty good shape. Now I've got a different. This one is not a newsstand, believe it or not. Well, these last 2 have not been newsstands. Interesting. Kind of wished it had been. That's okay. Going back in the newsstands right here. Weapon X versus Strife. Again, this one's in pretty good shape. Not too bad. Mid-grade. There's another one. It's in pretty good shape. I'm just going to leave it in the bag. It's number 3. Not too bad. Juggernaut on the cover. Newsstand copy. You can probably hear my son in there singing. There's a number 5. Not in bad shape. Newsstand copy again. And here is actually, I see a key here. And it's not terrible. I have a bunch of these. This one's not terrible. It's a newsstand, which is good. Second appearance of A.W.O. Newsstand copy. There are a lot of these, but I've got quite a few of them myself, 4 or 5 at least. But we'll rebag and board that one, and then we'll have another one. And then we've got a number 4. This was the roughest one I've seen on the X-Forces. With the cover problem up here, staple pulled through. Number 4, Spidey on the cover, but we're going to put this one in the rough pile, which is getting pretty big over there. There's an X-Force number 1, bagged up. And we're going to take it, and this one actually had a board with it, believe it or not, and it's in pretty good shape. #1, X-Force. Decent shape. And let's see, this is it's not a newsstand copy, it is a direct copy, believe it or not. So he did have some direct books in here, which is weird. This is a second printing, and you can tell right here. Second printing. X-Force #1. Okay. So we're getting into some X-Men now. Classic X-Men reprints. So I'm not going to freak out on these if they're rough. This is number 41, Dark Phoenix Saga. Fairly rough shape. I've got a bunch of these as well, all in real good shape. So again, newsstand copy. Not going to be too excited about these as far as rebagging and boarding them. Here's one here. This is interesting. This one is Hell's Angel #1, co-starring X-Men. Inside the origin of Hell's Angel is told. Now, what is it that okay. Hell's Angel is the UK mutant. So this says Marvel UK Comics. Is this a UK? Let's look at this. Marvel Comics UK Limited. Anybody knows anything about this book, let me know. We're going to keep it out. It's not in too bad shape. It's got a little bit of spine row on it. It's got a nice back cover. I saw somebody talking about this character the other day. She's not shown in the United States a whole lot, so this is interesting. #1 issue, maybe a one-shot. Marvel Comics UK. Last thing I expected to find in there. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. And we've got an X-Men #1 right here in a bag. And this is several covers of these. And this one is the direct copy up, and the cover is detached. That's the direct copy with the beast on it. I don't know which. That's one of the more valuable ones, but it does have a detached cover on it. Other than that, it's in pretty good shape, but the cover is detached on it. It was in a bag too, so it's interesting. X-Men #1. A little bit of cringe there. A little bit of cringe, not gonna lie. I'm cringing a little bit. There's a What If Cable had destroyed the X-Men. And this is a newsstand in pretty decent shape. Not bad. Number 46, What If. Interesting. And then we've got an X-Men 2099. And this book is not in great shape. It's got a big crease down the cover right here. You can see it if I open it right there. Other than that, it's got some spine ticks, rough on that corner right there. X-Men 2099, #1. We'll put it back in one though. I think I've seen that 2099. I've seen the other ones. I think I've seen that one. Here's a 289. I have this cover in a direct. This is a newsstand. I'm not a big X-Men fan, but I've got a bunch of buddies that are. But this one's in pretty good shape. A little bit of spine row there, but it's a newsstand copy. 289 Uncanny X-Men. Not too bad. And I'm thinking this is probably going to wind up being about a 4-part video because it has taken a while to get through this long box. And I'm not going to take this one out. This is the X-Men Classic, number 47. Not in bad shape, but again, I've got a ton of those X-Men Classics. Let's see what we got here. Here's an X Factor Annual, Days of Future Present, It's not in real great shape. It's not terrible. It's mid-grade. Got a little spinal issue down here on a square bound book. You get a lot of that. Guest star in the Fantastic Four, New Mutants, Forge and Banshee. 64 pages. Yeah. We'll put it in the rough pile for right now until we can figure out if it's key or not. We've got another X-Men right here, 290. This one's in rough shape. Newsstand copy, covers ripped onto the staples, about to become detached. I think I have that book also in a nicer copy already. And here's X-Men, Wolverine versus Ghost Rider, number 9. Death Neat New Orleans. This one's pretty rough. It's like all the gloss is completely going off of this book. That's how rough it is. Weird. There's one that's in a bag. It's not perfect though. This is X-Men 283. Not terrible. It's got spine row. Again, newsstand 283. We'll rebag that one. Here's an X-Men classic Doctor Doom cover, but it's really rough. $49. And X-Men 269, rough shape. And here's a 264. It's in a bag, but it's also in rough shape. I'll try to speed through some of these. And here is a 284. What lies beyond the void. Hopefully she's getting sideways here. This is not too bad a shape. We'll pull it out. Bag of board on it. And here's one, the New Mutants number 100. A little place right here. Other than that, it's not too bad. Number 100. Looks like a sticker stuck on it. I can get that off there. Other than that, it's not too bad. Wagon board it should present well. And since we're into these New Mutants, I do want to show you one that I did pull out already in bag and board. This book, I saw this book when I was going through the collection. And that's when I thought, I'll just go ahead and buy this one. I've already rebagged and boarded this book, but it was New Mutants 98. It's not in the worst shape. The cover is complete on it. It's got some spine row and some spine ticks. Rough on this corner here. Now, it's just an overall rough book, but it is a first appearance of Deadpool. Reader copy. Maybe it might grade a 3, maybe a 4 if he was to grade it. I'm just going to keep it. I did not have one of these. So this is called a rescue mission right here for this book. A rescue mission. And I'm fixing to make you cringe a little bit because I see a book in here that is a major key and it is in really rough shape. X-Men number 266. And you can see. This is the first cringe right here. First Gambit. Cover's in terrible shape. This has been a little bit better. I would have took what the Deadpool one was. But it is a first Gambit. It is a major key. The book is complete. Pages are not too bad. This cover's horrible. But the book is complete, as you can see. Here. Believe it or not, the cover is still attached by one staple. It's just rough. We'll stick it in a bagging board. It'll be a bargain for somebody one day to own a first Gambit. Rescue mission, like I said, guys. There's going to be some times we cringe in here. That was one of them. Here is a codename Wolverine number 50. I don't know anything about this. But it's a pretty cool cover on this book. Let's open it up, see. And then we're at 30 minutes on this video. We'll wrap it up. And we'll go to our second part later. It's a pretty cool cover though. Codename Wolverine. I don't know if I've ever seen that book. It's rough. It's got some definite major spine ticks right there. But the cover is one of those. It's got the scrape cover on it. Like a dust jacket. It pretty much looks like it tells the origin of Wolverine. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen this book. It is complete. It's got some really cool cover art in it. Neat. We'll definitely rebag this one. I may have to read this one. One thing about it, I've got a lot of reader copies here. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for part 2. This may wind up being about a 4-part video. I've got about halfway through this long box. Looks like we're still in the X-Men. And there's a ton of stuff in here, guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Drop me a comment if you seen anything I missed, please. And I appreciate you watching. And if you like our content, hit us a subscribe. We love to hear from you. We love to see you subscribe to our channel and help our channel grow. And I'll try to do a little better job on the next one, try to get through these a little bit faster and stop pulling the bags off of them. It's just kind of intriguing to me to see these in bad condition, bad bags. I want to get them out of there and just kind of get them in a new bag, you know. I'm kind of OCD about that stuff. But anyway, I'm in for about 35 cents a book on these. So you can kind of figure out what I paid for them. But I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Will be coming up probably tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. See ya. Peace out. Go Dogs.